Hello, Americans. Oops. Other friends, subscribers around the world. Back again, man. Putting her in there with Randy Dandy for a little bit. There you go. There you go. Come on. Time for old Randy to get busy. He don't waste no time. The thing when you're, we're going to talk about rabbits today, man. When you're breeding them, which she just ran in the box, but when you're breeding them, when they breed, and you know, one way to know that, which I can't see them right now, but one way to know that that it took, you know, not necessarily, I mean, there's no guarantee, and a lot of times, because I'll put her in there now, and then we're getting ready to go do some, I got some feed I gotta go pick up, and then I got some errands or whatever to run, but anyway, so I'm putting her in there. But one way to know that it took, that he, you know, actually accomplished his business, is the male will basically, after he does his thing, will just fall off, you know, almost pass out for a minute. He's so happy. And then I'll wait, and probably tonight before dark, about 10 hours, I'll try to breed them again, and then make sure to write it on the calendar and everything so I can keep track and get the process going. They're same color and everything, man. They're beautiful. So anyway, man, so we're going to talk a little bit about rabbits, you know, and my thoughts. I actually wrote a couple of things down to remember. You know, one of the things is for you folks in a small, you know, if you don't have you don't have property, or you're renting, or you're in the city, or whatever, is rabbits are pretty much considered pets. You know, so if you're renting a house, you know, and you got the HOAs, rules and all that, doesn't ever work for me very well. I had to get away from that. I tried that once. But, you know, the rules, everything with a rabbit being, you know, considered pretty much a pet, is you can actually raise meat rabbits in your backyard, man. So it's a way to produce your own meat. You know, and then we can get into the feeding stuff here in a bit, or in a minute. So, man, the thing about rabbits, one thing, man, it's a inexpensive thing, you know, other than getting you a cage or whatever. You know, you have to buy the materials to build one, or you have to get one, or buy one, or whatever. The watering, you know, you can use the bottles. These are all empty. I actually prefer the stainless steel. I got dog bowls is what I water them in. And when it comes to watering them, you always want to make sure that rabbits have clean, fresh water. I check it at least twice a day. I'm getting ready to change it out right now. You know, because they'll do their business in there, and they'll lock food in there and grass and all that. So you definitely want to make sure water for rabbits is a huge thing. And then you can see on there, you know, I just plugged that heat lamp in this morning to thaw out the bowls to get the, I spoiled my rabbits a little, probably a little too much. And then I've gotten to where I swap out the heat lamp for the 100-watt bulb. You know, it gives them a little bit of warmth on especially when it's cold, but it also is a great light when I come out here at dark to get wood. You know, especially when you got a mountain lion roaming around. Well, she's not very happy with him. So I'll let him do his stuff, and then I'll take her out. She's not happy about it. Let me back in with them girls, she says. Let me see what else I wrote down. Oh, the one thing, man, I haven't talked about it. We've been doing it for probably a month and a half. And which DR and Jasmine, you know, friends of ours, part of our tribe, they have this huge fodder system. And we've been doing fodder, you know, which fodder is basically like sprouting, you know, sprouted seeds. Because we also have those sprouters that we've showed in our past videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. You know, where we sprout the seeds for our sandwiches and salads and, you know, that kind of stuff to grow your own greens, you know, inside a small area or in your apartments or whatever. It's a way to grow, you know, to grow something so you eat the sprouts. Well, the fodder's the same, along the same line. Man, you can get on YouTube. There's all kinds of things on, you know, doing the fodder. And that's one of the things we're going to pick up is some other stuff that we want to try to see if we can get it to sprout. Is some of this for chickens. Because we also feed our chickens, you know. We grow fodder for our chickens and stuff. And right now we're doing it more on a smaller scale. I think we have a half dozen smaller, you know, smaller trays like this. Some of the trays actually are some of our old sprouters that we use that, you know, it's just time to trade them out. So we've been doing our fodder in there, which is really, it's, you know, one of those trays is way less. I'm not using it as just the food for them, you know. They got pellets and, you know, we got chicken feed. We talked about that a couple videos or a couple days ago. You know, we won't get into any of all the crap and all, you know, all the political stuff that's going along with it, but this is all everything that I'm doing is trying to get away from anything that has the, you know, the chemicals and GMOs and all that stuff in it. At this point right now, I'm not there, man. And, you know, I'll share a lot of it as we go along of things that I come up with, and oh, poor girl, and some things I won't share, so she ain't very dang happy with that, man. But, alright, so, let's see if I got anything else on here. Talked about the water, and, you know, the winter time, I've actually been, you know, I'm always doing reading. I got books and, you know, listen to even rabbit podcasts and, you know, videos and stuff like that. And I never really, you know, I put a heat lamp, you know, and that I wasn't going to breed them during the winter. And actually I've been watching a lot of stuff on that, man. As long as you have them covered, man, and, you know, a little bit of airflow is good. But, man, I've even got the canvas off the back to help with the thing. It's all, you know, this side's open, but there's a lot of stuff stacked in it. It's metal on the other end. As long as you have them in a dry, covered area, rabbits love the winter, man. You know, they love it, man. They prefer the winter over the summer, man. They, you know, have a hard time in the heat. And then the heat is when you watch my videos, man. I have a fan in here and everything that I blow, you know, to keep air circulating. I open up the sides and all that. There's some on growing fodder, man. I think growing the fodder stuff is just, I just love it, man. And man, I'll tell you what, the rabbits and the chickens, it's funny, I took them out and, you know, I've been feeding it to them, like I said, for about a month. And, you know, I'd throw it out there and watch and make sure they're pecking at it and everything. And yesterday I was watering them. I'm really watching them. And them dang chickens, dude, it's like they're eating spaghetti, man. It's like they're sucking it down, man. It just, man, they'll grab a, you know, because it'll be about that long, man. They'll grab that, man, and just suck it down like spaghetti. It's so funny. It's great. But the rabbits, man, meat rabbits. And obviously we haven't got, you know, right now we have three females, you know, and Randy, one male, our buck. And we had 2 litters. So, or actually we had 2 litters. I guess we had 2 litters. You know, on the first ones, Cara took a rabbit or 2, and Katie Joe took a rabbit or 2, and I think that we only ended up with 4 or 5 rabbits that time. And then, I think that was the first litter. And then the second litter, man, that we had, and I think there were 6 of them, and everything was going good. We thought, you know, because we're kind of new to this. We've had rabbits off and on, you know, just never more pets than anything, you know. The second time that we got rabbits, we were going to do the meat rabbits thing, and just, man, we had turkeys and rabbit, you know, all kinds of stuff on a little piece of property when we were down by the Snake River in the flatlands, and dude, I just kept on. I just didn't really want to harvest that. I mean, look at them, dude. They are so amazing, so adorable, you know. And harvesting them ain't gonna be fun, you know. It's not something. I ain't some psycho that just wants to go around killing little fluffy animals. But you know, dude, I hunt, I fish, all that. I don't, dude, I don't even like killing dang fish, man. But it's all part of life, you know. I just have a heart, you know, and that's how we survive, you know, man. So you've got to do it. So we'll be doing it, man. But I'm gonna get these. Said let Randy do his business here for a few and get her out because she's not happy about it. And then we'll mark that on the calendar, and then hopefully that takes, like I said, in 10 hours or so, probably this evening, I'll let him do his business again, and hopefully she takes. And then I'll wait a week or so and then do one of the other rabbits. This one I started off with basically this little brown one. I got a brown one, a gray one, and a gray and white one. Gray and white one's not the, it's probably the spookiest one. He don't much like anybody, or she, her. But so rabbits, man, meat rabbits. So it's definitely a way to produce your own meat. It's healthy, you know. Do the fodder. Try to get away from as much. They don't eat a lot, so but try to get away from as much, you know, GMO crap as you can. Like I said, I'm feeding them the pellets right now, about a cup a day each. And they don't eat much, and they don't cost them. I think I paid $22 for that bag. You know, that's the pellets, which I'm wanting to get more into the fodder. And then as we get into the springtime, you know, I'll really be, you know, that's when you know, be growing stuff and everything's sprouting, everything's good. So that'll be the transition period to, by fall, I'm hoping to have enough stuff put up and everything that I don't even have to use the pellets anymore. That's my goal, my personal goal. And then the same with the chickens, you know, getting away from their chicken food. And we're actually, like I said, getting ready to run up the road here and pick up some other foods, grains or whatever, and going to try to sprout it or fodder it too. I ain't got a lot for you, man. It is cold out here, I'll tell you that. So I'm going to go over here and check that tire on that van, that flat tire I got. Yeah, I ended up filling it up with I think I broke the bead on that day, man. I haven't had a problem. I've been checking the pressure on it and everything, and I never did take it in and get it fixed. And I'm gonna check the pressure, which it'll be down some because it's so dang cold out here. But you know, if it is low, then I'm gonna put some air in it. And that was probably, I think it was a week ago yesterday or something. I don't hear a little bit ago, man. I'm in there talking to Miss Kitty, and she's all, well, what day do you think it is? And I'm all, it's Tuesday. And she's all, no, babe, it's Friday. I'm all, man, that's a good life when you don't know what day, when you think it's Tuesday and it's actually Friday. That's a good life. I love this life, man. That's it, man. So think about rabbits, chickens if you can. The rabbits, like I said, man, you can put rabbits out in your backyard or even on your porch or whatever. They're so quiet. They don't stink. You know, they're so easy to take care of, man. They're amazing. You know, our plan is to go pretty big time into it, you know, and be raising a lot. I'd like to produce a good portion of my meat. This, you know, and as far as the cost, you know, because we were talking about getting them. I can't remember the name of them, but they're a sheep. Oh dang, I can't remember the name of them. You know, not like a white wool sheep. You know, they were dang it, I can't remember, man. A buddy of Kevin's has got them, man. They're amazing. And the rams are just like, wow. But we were talking about getting a pair of those and raising them. But then when You know, like this winter, and then with everything going on in this world, man, $22.50 for a bale of hay. Whew! You know, which if I had, you know, get my stuff put up, I could feed them, but man, that's, you know, you're still gonna have to have hay as a filler. $22.50 a bale for a 50-pound bale? You got to be kidding me, man. So rabbits, man, I told Kitty I'm glad that we didn't end up getting those last year and have to come up with all that. I can't remember what DR's got some. Oh, I think he's got how many cows he's got? They ended up harvesting one, so I think they still got 4 or 5 cows. You know, and then they got George, which they're actually selling the George, the mule. But gosh, I can't remember what he said. It was a chunk of change that they spent on hay. So man, you weigh that out on your beef and all that. It's I think rabbits is where, man, rabbits and chickens. I think that's this hillbilly's thing on them, man. That's, man, they're just a fraction feed them versus bigger stuff, bigger livestock. That's all I got, man. Now I'm just babbling, dude. The babbling hillbilly. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. It helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning, and them propane tanks, food. Check out the links below, and the eBay store, and the t-shirts, and decals, and the Patreon. Oh, and that's actually on the Patreon thing. Miss Kitty had just came up with it, and we're gonna get after it here, probably the next day or two, or maybe this weekend. But we're going to do little tours of, you know, the property and each building, and kind of talk about it and tell the story of how it was, whatever, you know, and just, I know that back when we did the $50 cabin video, you know, it was pretty popular, so I think that. So, then get over there to Patreon and join up for that, and that'll be something that's coming down the line here. Good Lord willing, and them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.